Hello everyone, welcome to MMA Wired. Tai Tuivasa is recharged and wants to upset the world. Why is Gilbert Burns saying he will sign a no takedowns contract to fight Jorge Masvidal? Will Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw happen? Why is Belal Muhammad saying he sees weaknesses in Khamzat Chimaev? Stick around till the end, and we've got you covered. Don't miss out on our next update. Subscribe and get your hands on the latest stories before the rest. First up, let's look at why Tai Tuivasa is ready to upset the world again. So, Tai Tuivasa is recharged and he wants to earn a crack at the UFC heavyweight title in the process when he heads to France to fight the division's #1 contender, Ciryl Gane, in September. The UFC Fight Night Paris showdown between the big swinging duo was confirmed last week, with Tuivasa to fight for the first time since his shock second-round KO of Derrick Lewis at UFC 271 in Houston. Having worn a flurry of punches from Lewis, Tuivasa was able to turn the tables on his opponent in his own backyard to boot, securing the biggest victory of a 5-fight streak that has seen the Australian go from the brink of MMA obscurity to genuine heavyweight contender. And he's confident he will make Ciryl Gane victim number 6 on his march to a shot at the title. Tai Tuivasa said, "It's a great fight. I think it's going to be entertaining. Plus, it's in his hometown, so the pressure's on him again. Obviously, everyone wants to fight at home. If I could fight in Australia, I'd love that as well. But fuck, it's a fight, you know me. I focus on myself. I'm going to rock up and be ready to fight, and if I land, you'll know about it." Tuivasa revealed that UFC had offered up lower-ranked fighters that made little sense. Tuivasa was adamant that he knew his worth and that there would not be any backward step. Tuivasa said, "UFC have a way of doing what they want to do. They have a way of pushing people into what they want. They were offering me a couple of fights that just had nothing to do with anything. So the plan was simple. We want to go forward, and there was only one option, and we ended up getting what we thought was the right fight. Now we're here and back to work, and just going to do another upset. We're going to upset the world again." Now let's look at why Gilbert Burns says he will sign a no takedowns contract to prove he can KO Jorge Masvidal. Gilbert Burns is so confident in his striking ability that he's willing to fight Jorge Masvidal with a no takedowns clause included in the contract. Burns is coming off a Fight of the Year candidate against Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 273 and is looking to put on another exciting show for the fans in his next outing. That's why the Brazilian thinks it makes sense to fight Masvidal next. Gilbert Burns said, "For me, what would make sense for me is Jorge Masvidal. Like I said multiple times, the guy's got over 50 fights. Crazy knockouts. Remember the Ben Askren one. Remember the Darren Till one. The guy just beat Nate Diaz. That's the fight that I want. He's coming from 2 losses. But that's to Kamaru Usman, the pound-for-pound champion, and Colby Covington, #1 ranked welterweight. That's the fight that I want. It's the fight that makes sense. That's the one that's going to get me going, motivate me, and I still believe I can beat the guy. I think we're going to put on a hell of a show for everybody. I'm going to try to beat him up. He's going to try to do the same. It's going to be a crazy one." Now, Gilbert Burns explained why he would be willing to fight Masvidal in a striking battle despite possessing a clear advantage over Masvidal on the ground. Gilbert Burns said, "I can sign the contract, no takedowns. Let's just do it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to putting on a show. Another crazy fight and another crazy finish. And I do believe I can strike with Jorge Masvidal." Let's now talk about the bantamweight fight between Aljamain Sterling and TJ Dillashaw. Reigning UFC bantamweight champion Aljamain Sterling will make his next 135-pound title defense against the former division kingpin TJ Dillashaw as part of the upcoming UFC 279 pay-per-view card on September 10th, though a location has yet to be determined. Boston and Atlanta are reportedly at the top of the list. Sterling mentioned TJ Dillashaw in his recent Instagram post. "Imagine losing a title fight by KO, then getting busted for PEDs, then winning a fight by split decision that you really lost, then getting a title shot. This is trash." Lastly, we will look at why Belal Muhammad says he saw weaknesses in Khamzat Chimaev's win against Gilbert Burns. Now ranked number 3 in the official UFC welterweight rankings, Khamzat Chimaev is getting more fellow contenders open to facing him, like 5th-ranked Belal Muhammad. Impressed with the Burns performance, Muhammad also noticed some holes in the game of Chimaev. Belal Muhammad said, "I saw weaknesses in him. Obviously, people are like, oh man, he's not as good as we thought he was. But I'm like, yo, he showed that he had the chin. He showed that he got power. And it's like, you're fighting Gilbert Burns." And that's a wrap. Let us know your thoughts in the comments.